In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at answering questions via video. As you can see here, I have a list of questions in my ProProfs, and normally we would put these in a Word document or type it out or even write them down. But in this exercise, I'm going to show you how to do it with video, which is something really new and something we can only do now. As you can see, I have three windows already up and ready. I have the Finder window with my Documents folder, the list of questions from my ProProfs assignment, and there's Photo Booth. And any distortion you see in Photo Booth or anything like that is that this is a very intensive memory process. It's a very intensive resource process, so be sure you turn off any other applications other than the ones you're in. Now what I'm doing here is I'm reading the question, then I'm going to come over to Photo Booth and hit record, and it's counting down there. And there I go, I'm actually starting to talk about what my favorite food is, which is the question for this time. And once again, don't be shy about doing this. It's nothing to be afraid of or think you look funny looking. I mean, look at me, I look like I have a football head there. So anytime I use Photo Booth, I look like that. So I make videos and I'm not afraid to do it. So don't be afraid to do it too. Experiment, play with it, have a little bit of fun. Video is how people see you, and it's important to remember that. Once again, I'm finishing up my recording now. I'm going to stop it. And if you look at the bottom of Photo Booth there, you'll see there are two videos that I've created. Now I'm about to create the video for the third question. I like Mexican food, why or why not? And there I am saying how much I actually love Mexican food, even though the video kind of looks distorted there. Looks like I might not like it so much. I actually do. And when you record this, your videos will actually wouldn't look like this because you're not going to be recording your screen like I'm doing here for this tutorial. Okay, once again there I have my three down there. Once again, I can't emphasize enough that you need to be sure to watch your resources with this and have your questions open or print it out on a sheet of paper. That would work fine as well. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the videos I just created to a special directory that I create in my documents. And this is a really important step. I'm going to create a new folder, and in this case it's going to be Mr. Maxson's video project folder. And the assignment itself, and I'll jump back over to it in a minute, will actually tell you what you need to put as far as naming the folder and all. And this is really important because this is a folder I'm actually going to take up when I take up your assignment for grading. So there we go, I created it. It's an empty folder right now. I'm going to go back over to Photo Booth, and then I'm going to pick out my first video there, and I'm simply going to click and drag it over to the folder. And there goes the second video over, and here comes the third. Once the videos are covered over to, or copied over to my Documents folder, I can go ahead and I can close out a Photo Booth because I don't really need it anymore. And an important step here is to name the files so they correspond with the questions. Like for instance, here I am, I'm going to name the first one. I'm going to change that name over to question 1. And then I'm going to go down the line and do question 2 and question 3. And in this way, when I collect the assignment up from you, I'll collect the whole folder, and I could just go down the line, clicking on questions and listening and watching your answers. Once again, this is a great way to do it, and something we couldn't do even 2 or 3 years ago. This is something that just now with one-to-one computers like we have with our Macs here and with the cameras that we can do. So don't be afraid, have fun, and enjoy it.